Boom! What's up, traders? That wraps up another trading day, the first trading day of the week. It's Monday, and whoa, what a great Monday we had. We had a really clean gap scanner this morning, only about 20-something stocks in the morning, and then, or like at 8:30, and then like by 9 o'clock it was like 30-something, but it's fine. We already found the lead gappers, and it was two clean stocks, PSTV and SPCB. I kept kind of mixing up the letters in each of the tickers. They were too close for me. Both of them were gapping up around 100%, pulling back in healthy areas, floats are around 10 million, both had catalysts. It was guaranteed that one of them was going to be a big mover, and that is why I decided to pick one based on the float and based on the news and the catalyst and all that fun stuff, and then traded it pre-market. So you guys are going to see a pre-market trade today as well. A little recap on this one. The recap's a little bit quick, so I'll kind of recap it as well here. It's basically we were pulling back up above it. You'll see the chart in a little bit. We were pulling back, and I bought on a pullback after a breakout pre-market. We didn't keep on running, and I took a little bit more risk holding this one into the market open. I had a really good feeling that there was going to be a second, at least retest of the former high, which happened, and then it ran another 100%. So that was a good trade. We made about 30% off of it, but I used a smaller position size. I only traded it with almost half of our ideal allocation. So I was able to not really think about it too much. I wanted to trade the market open with a clear mind, doing everything. And then, I was trying to do a little bit longer trade on this one. And it worked out really, really well this time. If I traded the PSTV, it would have not worked out as well. So it's not a guaranteed solution, pre-market trading or anything like that. But with the big problems I've been having, and these internet issues are just getting a little bit ridiculous. I don't think it's my laptop issue because it has 16 gigabytes of RAM. We've had many good months on the laptop, but TOS was really laggy this morning. I don't really blame it on TOS. I really think we're having some internet issues right now because the last 2 weeks have been horrendous here with internet, and I think it's just because all these people are doing home office and self-quarantining, which is great, but it's killing the overall internet. I think it's putting a lot of stress on the internet lines, and which doesn't really make sense because aren't they used normally anyway if people are at work or if they're at home? I don't know, I don't get it, but I'm probably going to be getting a new internet provider which has a little bit more they actually control the lines here in Berlin. So I think I might be switching internet providers, but that's a whole different rant. I want to go to the charts now because that's the good stuff today. It was just such a fun day, and I can't wait till we have the momentum like this just consistently back in the markets. This is why we trade small cap lead gappers for moves just like the ones we saw today. And it was just, the only thing bothering me was really the lag. The chat room was like the only thing that worked today. I felt like the live stream was just like buffering the whole entire time. And I was like, oh, this is killing me. And I think that's a reason why I missed a lot of these second moves that happened after the market opened because of just tech issues, which kind of left me today feeling a little bit down because I felt like today was such a good opportunity today. And yes, we walked away very profitable, but at the same time, like it was one of those days you could have really grew your account nicely. And I somehow missed out on that because of entries that didn't happen, even though the price went under my limit orders, and exits I couldn't get out quick enough because my whole computer was frozen or the internet was not working. I don't know. It was just kind of one of those days. I don't want to keep complaining, but that's just kind of how I feel right now. So I might as well, let it out. Also, in case you guys are wondering, yes, this is a new haircut, and yes or no, I didn't go anywhere to get it cut. Basically, I wanted to trim myself a little bit on the sides and everywhere, and all of a sudden, the setting on the razor was too long, and I just totally cut a bald spot on the side of my head, and I was like, oh no. And then I was like, what am I going to do now? I'm not just going to have like one side shaved and the other one not shaved. And then I just did the whole thing. So here's a little clip of that accident this weekend. So in times of Corona quarantine, I decided to try to trim my own hair. And let's just say I cut a little bit more off than I wanted to. And I even have now a bald spot right here. Let's keep going. Jesus Christ. This was not my original intention. I don't know what I'm doing. I have zero idea. All right, let's get a strategy going here. Okay, well, maybe I could just leave it like this. Yeah. Yeah, so there it is. New haircut, new me, quarantined self, and that's just how it is. So this is the Corona cut, I guess you can say. Also, really cool thing today, it was absolutely like a blizzard outside while we were trading. And it was really cozy, although it made me really cold, so I put on a sweater, even though I wasn't super cold. But really cool and unusual things we've been having lately. I mean, we didn't have any snow in Berlin all year, and then today was just like, wow, and apparently up north it's already like just blankets of snow. So that's really cool. Let's go to the charts now. Enough of me. Time to recap these trades we made today and then prepare ourselves for tomorrow. Let's hope there's a lot more to come. Don't forget to leave a like, guys, if you enjoy the content. I really appreciate all of them. And if you're totally new here, I would love to see you again. Definitely consider subscribing if you are interested in learning more about trading. Leave any comments below if you guys have questions. Let's get into the charts now. All right. So that wraps up the trading day. It's 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you know, it was a good day. It was a really fun day. We had a really nice trade with SPCB, but you know, we're having some huge TOS issues. We're having some internet issues, and then I think maybe my laptop was having some issues as well. Either way, market open was just so laggy, I couldn't properly trade. So I missed the SPCB big run up here. I had a limit order here and the price went below my limit order. We didn't get executed. Then it popped up and I closed my limit order because I was like, are we in the trade? Are we out of the trade? I didn't know what happened here. And then here on this pullback, I should have went long again. And you know, this was such a big move. This was over 100% move from top to bottom. I actually have 2 limit orders out for this one, SPCB right now. I'm not sure if they're going to get filled. I'll probably go ahead and remove this one in a little bit. I was looking for a quick little pullback here. We didn't get it. And then here, maybe I'll leave this one open for a little bit longer. But SPCB, this was our lead gapper on the day, 140% up. Gapping up pre-market. This is the first leg up. This is what we want to be seeing. We consolidate near the highs. We never pull back pre-market more than about 22-23%. And I always say like around 25% max pullback, as long as we're, you know, kind of above VWAP, holding the highs a little bit. That's what I'm looking for. And with SPCB, I mean, it hit it to the T. It was an Israel, or it is Israel's securities and service software company, and they just released a COVID-19, let me actually go here. COVID-19 was a quarantine compliance equipment, and they're piloting the program or the software today. Today was, or I believe today was the release day. Anyway, that was the catalyst for today. Looks like we're having a little bit of a pullback here. Actually, we might get a little entry. And yeah, I mean, big catalyst. Market cap that we want. You can see over here, market cap 22 million now. 16 million shares outstanding. Yeah, I mean, this thing just is screaming that it's going to run. The only thing was about this stock, it was a little bit on the lower end of what I'm typically looking for. So it was around where did it open up here? Around $1, and it went a little bit under $1 actually. So I was a little bit like, that's kind of on the light side. Not sure if I want to be trading it. Typically 2 to 7 is where I'm looking at, but yeah, overall this was pretty much the perfect the small cap gap and go setup. And yeah, so we had the first leg here and the second leg. This is so clean. It's like I could just look at this all day. Put a picture on my wall or something like that. Consolidates here, holds the highs so well. This is everything that you want. And not to mention $1 is long-term support and resistance. You can see we pulled back here, bounced off of it, pulled back, broke under it, and then we ran above it here, and then we opened up here, tried to pull a little bit lower, didn't work. It's that really, really nice area. And the way SPCB trades holds really true to long-term support and resistance. You can see here at 1.75 to 1.85, we have big long-term support and resistance as well. You can see here we had a big bounce from this area. We had some rejections from this area. Right here we had many tops in this area. So it was kind of cool how true SPCB held to just the classic trading strategy. So yeah, it was good fun, and unfortunately we missed, I would say, after the market opened, but we did get, let's see, quickly pull up the margin account. We did get a pre-market trade, a small position size, only about, was it 700 shares, so a little bit smaller than typical, about $700. It looks like we're about to actually get an entry on this trade. Let's see. But pre-market here, we were holding highs, and when I ran the scan, I really liked what I was seeing. We broke past 1.1, ran all the way to 115, and then we pulled back a little bit, had a nice little 4% pullback, and I entered here at 111. I had to take a little bit of risk on this trade, but since I had a smaller position size, I didn't really mind it. I was about down 15%. I knew this thing would probably have a retest at best. So here I was thinking about closing out the position, but then I was like, okay, let's see if it has another push, since the other lead gapper we'll talk about in a second, PSTV, didn't really move. So I felt fairly confident that one of the lead gappers typically moves. And since PSTV wasn't moving, I was thinking SPCB would be moving. So that's why I was a little bit more confident on this one. We made about 30% on this move right here. So this was a pretty sweet trade, got around 43. So yeah, just around 30% on this game. So came in with about $700 something position size and made about $224 on it. So really, really sweet trade on that one. Let's go ahead and talk about PSTV, and I'm just kind of watching this one as well here. This is kind of an interesting setup here. So we have a limit order at 129. I was waiting for this little pullback that we actually just had. We even had a second pullback here at 1.3, and my limit order was at 1.29. So I think we may have just missed this one, but at the same time, that's fine. It's after 11 o'clock. I don't want to really be trading anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove my limit orders here. Maybe if we get some really big pullback on SPCB, that'll be sweet. Then I get a nice little trade. Otherwise, no more trading for me today. So only looking for really, really big pullbacks. And yeah. Let's actually go ahead and put an alert here just so we can watch a big pullback if it happens. Create alert. Okay, so this is PSTV. Out of the gates, this one was looking pretty good. I wasn't sure which one was going to be the winner. So this one was gapping up about 100, actually around like 90%. Then it pulls back, and it wasn't, the pullback also was roughly in that -20 area. We were holding VWAP okay, not, amazing, but this one, pre-market wasn't looking as good, but overall, I liked it. 3.74 million market cap. Right here, you can see the shares outstanding, 8 million market cap. So sorry about that, 3.74 million float, 3.77 million shares outstanding, which is this time very similar to the float, and then 8 million market cap. It's a US biotech company, and they license some platform today. So they had a catalyst as well. I don't really remember what their catalyst was. It wasn't clearly as significant on a rare cancer drug deal, PSTV. Okay, so yeah, I mean, big news for them, but the way the market reacted to the news wasn't as significant, even though it had a smaller float. So PSTV actually had more spikeability potential. I had a limit order originally on this one at 93, and then I removed that limit order, and that's actually kind of unfortunate. This could have been such a ripper of a trade. Yes, I should have never removed that limit order. I wanted that crash to happen on the first or second candle after the market opened. Didn't happen, and then I just removed the limit order because I kept on watching PSTV, and that made me miss some entries on SPCB. So it was kind of tough to figure out how I wanted to trade. Do I want to get distracted with SPCB? What do I want to do? Sometimes for me, I need to focus on just one thing at a time. And then I was having so many tech issues today. I would say watch the recap video, but it's probably gonna be so laggy, which is really unfortunate. We had like 2 months of really good streaming, and then the last 2 weeks have been really choppy. So hopefully that gets better again soon. I really do think it's internet related. But yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. That's live streaming for you guys. So yeah, big run up here, missed that. Probably could have got a pullback entry here on this former breakout area. I always say that's one of my favorite times for an entry, but I don't know. Overall, PSTV kind of missed this one. I don't really regret it. Maybe we'll get a strong pullback here or something like that later today, but at the moment, it looks like that's pretty much it for me on trading today. I did get one more trade. Let me quickly remember which one that was. BLPH, I had a limit order that I probably should have removed. This was not the best trade on my end. We had a flash crash, and I had a limit order waiting for that. There was news that this company was starting to sell their shares direct price here at market. Okay, so it was at market, which means you don't know how far it's going to dip. Either way, they're dumping shares into the market, so you want to watch out. I had a limit order near long-term support and resistance at about $14.1. We had a nice bounce here. I was actually profitable on this trade, but the problem was TOS and my computer and the streaming and everything was so laggy, I couldn't place my sell order. and I was watching the P&L and I was like, oh, I'm profitable and I really don't think this bounce is going to be very long because my entry wasn't even that great. So maybe I'll walk away with 3-4% profit at best. And then the price started pulling back and I was like, well, I'm not just going to hope that this is going to return, because that was my original trade thesis and I'm officially, I didn't get out, which was really, really annoying on this one. So I just closed this one out for a small loss. But overall, if you count that pre-market trade, we have a nice green day today. It just, today really could have been one of those $500, $600, $700, $800 days, even though we're trading with only $1,000 position sizes. So in that regard, it was kind of a little bit stressful because it was like, wow, we missed a lot of opportunity. And I don't really want to blame any third factor. I mean, ultimately, I probably could have gotten SPCB entry here. I just removed my limit order when I was having a few issues and our limit order didn't get executed. But it's kind of annoying when you have so many issues on a day like that's so clean today. So that I was a little bit annoyed on the live stream, you probably could tell. But I shouldn't be upset. We had a nice green day today and I can't complain about that. And I know we're going to fix these issues. I'm going to get a new laptop soon. I'm going to get probably new internet very soon here. So that's just growing pains, I guess you can say. So if anything, it's a good thing. But yeah, a little bit tough. And good thing we closed that SPCB order, because right now we're at 1.9. I'd be probably totally freaking out right now. I think SPCB had such a strong run today that I really wouldn't be surprised if it maybe went red, made a red candle for a split second here, pulled back past 1 or something like that. So I'm going to be a little bit cautious here. I'm basically done trading for the day. I have 2 limit orders out still, but most likely they won't be executed. I don't have these limit orders out, praying that hopefully they get executed. I have them out just in case, there's a big crash, we find some support, we have a nice bounce, and then I sell into it, 5, 10, 15, sometimes even 20 or 30% bounce. It rarely happens, but when it does, it's really nice. You also have to watch out. You don't want to just, catch a falling knife or something like that. But so far, this has worked out pretty well. But it's just not a guaranteed thing. And I usually only do it if I still have trades available at the end of the day. Otherwise, I won't be doing it. So if I traded 3 times today, I would have no limit orders out. But since we only traded technically once today in this cash account, I still technically have 2 trades available, and that's why I have 2 limit orders out right now. All right, guys, that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry again for that choppy stream. It's killing me inside, so it's just as bad for me as it is for you, even though it doesn't make anything better. Consider leaving a like. I'd appreciate each and every like if you guys enjoy this content. Consider subscribing if you're new. I would love to see you again on a recap video or a stream. Leave comments below. I answer all the comments, and I'll see you guys then first thing tomorrow. Trade the Market Open. So see you then. Ciao, ciao.